I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is a review for Daniel, and it's for a film called Cold Skin. Now, if anyone wants to request any type of reviews or topics, re-reviews, reactions, doesn't just have to be movies, it could be for pretty much anything of any sort of video. You can request it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But Cold Skin is a film that for some reason remind me of The Lighthouse, but remind me of a better version of The Lighthouse, which I know will piss people off because a lot of people love The Lighthouse. I wasn't. This one, while it does have its flaws to me, and it's not the same plot, it's just two people battling each other at a lighthouse, but this has more also to do with, in a way, the shape of water or other stuff. I'll get to that, but I'm just saying if I'm picking between the two with lighthouses, I'd rather watch this than The Lighthouse. I'm sorry. But even with this, like, this was an okay film. It was alright. What happens, it takes place in 1914. This young guy travels to this remote island in the South Atlantic because he's going to work for a year. I think he's a meteorologist. Because he gets there with the crew on the boat, ready to leave him there. It's like to try to talk to the guy who runs the lighthouse, and the guy who runs it is actually Ray Stevenson. Now, I'm not really a fan of his Punisher film, but I've seen Ray Stevenson in other stuff. He's not that bad of an actor. This film is another case in that. And Ray Stevenson, he's got a thicker beard than me, and he's groggy. He's like, oh yeah, the guy you're replacing, he went off there, disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. Even the guy who leaves our lead character, he's like, you sure don't you want this gun? Nah, I'll be fine. Oh, okay. So they drop him off, they leave. The lead guy is trying to get in touch with Ray Stevenson, but that's not really working out. And then at night he starts hearing these gurgling sounds. And then like this steel type of hand goes under the door. And then the night afterward, he gets a rifle, he starts shooting because this horde starts pounding at his door, and we're like 20 minutes in. I went, oh shit, okay, this movie definitely doesn't take too long to get things going, I guess. And what you come to find out is that at night these creatures attack the island, and they're fish people. But you know what it looks like? If you remember the TV show Farsdeep, remember Zan, the female priestess who was all in blue, bald, from the TV show Farsdeep? Zhaan. Look up Zan or Zan, I forget the pronunciation. That's kind of what it looks like. And Ray Stevenson even has one as a pet that I guess he's found when she was a baby, and so she kind of, I wouldn't say she acts like a dog, but she acts like a pet to Ray Stevenson. If she can lick a wound and it'll heal. doesn't talk, doesn't speak English. And Ray Stevenson, again, we treat her nice, but then we'll beat her like a dog. And it's supposed to be, this whole... You'd already guess what the hell the whole ideals of the film is about. I don't have to spell it out for you. And I think Ray Stevenson fucks it too. Because there's a moment where the guy's like downstairs and he hears this thump, boom, 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 a thumping sound. And I can only imagine what that was. They don't really go too much into it, which, you know what? I was fine with that. And then pretty much through the next month or two, each night they get these guns ready and they start firing at this onslaught of creatures that come by each night. Now, granted, this led to a few questions. Like, number one, how the fuck did they have this much ammo? I know the lead guy says, I found this place with a lot of ammo, but I'm still wondering, like, how do you have this much fucking ammo in the middle of fucking nowhere with a lighthouse? I know you said it, but I'm still wrapping my brain around how the fuck do you have this much ammo? You must go through like 100 bullets a night, considering how blindly they're firing and how this onslaught hordes come at night. Also, another question, why do they only come at night? Well, the light doesn't do anything, because the light doesn't do anything to your pet, the fish lady, which most of the time we see her during the daytime. So why don't they just come at the daytime? I don't know if the movie really expresses well why they only come at night. Because it's not, the daylight, or it doesn't really hurt them. Because again, the female, the pet creature that Ray Stevenson has, she's fine in the day. So, there are questions like that arise, passed over my dumbass. But he's trying to go on this thing where, Ray Stevenson is very adamant on doing this each night to conquer. That's what humans do. I want to dominate them and create a routine. And you get points of the lead character's narration. And you see a little bit of the madness of Ray Stevenson. How even losing at chess gets him pissed. And how there's a guy that seems like he doesn't want to lose. And no, he doesn't want to lose, but he doesn't want to lose anybody. I mean, there's even a point where the lead character sees a ship and he tries to contact it, and Ray Stevenson stops him. Like, no one leaves. Like, Ray Stevenson seems like a character that needs to control his destiny, needs to control his fate, needs to control his environment. He needs to be a man's man. I got more out of that than when they tried to do in the fucking lighthouse. And granted, no, there's no creatures, but the whole mentality of madness, and I got more out of that Ray Stevenson than what they were trying to do with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson in the lighthouse. I'm sorry, that's just my take on it. Now, granted, I didn't love the film. At times, the battles got a bit repetitive. And I don't, the designs of the sea creatures are fine. Maybe I would have liked a bit more intricate designs of the creatures, like the Shape of Water creature was, like a little bit more, maybe a little bit more like the Deal Man, or a little bit more to it. But it's pretty good makeup effects, I'll give it that. I did, but I guess to me, I wasn't as blown away because it kept reminding me of the girl in Farscape, the Zan. In a way, I appreciate it. It got to the action so quickly, but in a way that was almost a detriment to it, because then it didn't really have a whole lot of places to go, because it's pretty much kind of night comes, they fight, day comes, Ray Stevenson wants the lead to do different jobs, you want to stay at the lighthouse, you do this, you do that. And you see the lead guy bonding with the creature, and you get the idea Ray Stevenson doesn't like that. There's even a moment where the lead guy puts his dive suit on and he goes down. And actually, one sees these children version of these creatures who don't hurt him, so he starts realizing there's a little bit more to these creatures, and two, finds like this dynamite, and Ray Stevenson doesn't pull him up, so you get the idea that he's so crazy he's maybe wanting this guy to die because he don't want him messing with his property, this creature. Even by the finale, the lead guy tries to make a truce and tells Ray Stevenson, hey, we were wrong. But Ray Stevenson's like, you don't leave. No one leaves. And I guess with the finale, it's a bit disappointing because I felt like it needed either a bigger bang or it needed a much more satisfying emotional conclusion, or just... But at the same time, this is from the director of fucking Hitman, Xavier Gens. Yeah, the guy who did the Hitman shitty movie with Timothy Olyphantastic. He also did the Divide, the depressing as fuck Michael Biehn film, which is everyone's trapped in this place and they start killing each other and fuck it. I would say it's the best Xavier Gens film I've seen, although it's not saying much. Okay, but like, spoiler with the ending. There's all these creatures, the lead guy's trying to make a truce with them, telling them, hey, we were wrong. But then Ray Stevens, like, no one leaves, shoots one of the child creatures with a flare. The lead and Ray Stevenson start fighting a bit. And then the lead tells him, I know your real name. And shouts out his real name. Like, something about Ray Stevenson had a wife that died long ago. I guess that's why he doesn't want to accept loss, or he doesn't want to accept anyone leaving. Or, to me, the way it was done in the film was really slim. I mean, it was anorexic of a reason as to why Ray was doing this. And just then he just hears it, his own name spoken. He drops the axe he was going to kill the lead. He walks out and he gets himself eaten on purpose by the creatures. I just went, why? Like, they try to have some deep meaning as to why that, oh, now that someone said his real name. What? I mean, what, you taking notes from fucking Martha from Batman v Superman? I almost want to say Batman v Superman Martha made more sense than this. And that's fucking sad. I just like, oh, we're supposed to tell that Ray Stevenson, oh my god, someone said my real name, and that makes me remember the wife I had who died, or the wife I had who I haven't seen in forever, or whatever the fuck reason. It still wasn't that satisfying. It wasn't that clear to me as to what the fuck the whole point was. I think if you did a bit more to it, like maybe the lead saves the kid, like doesn't let the kid doesn't die with a flare, the child creature, like the lead saves the kid, and then maybe more of Ray Stevenson showcases madness and no one leaves, and maybe, as clunky as it would be, maybe give an exposition as to why he's doing this, or like something more to it, the ending. Because then it cuts to sometime later. A full year has passed, the ship has come back, the lead is now just as hairy as Ray Stevens' character was. I guess now he's going to run the lighthouse with this new guy that they brought in. And he looks over and there's the female creature, she looks at him, she runs off, she swims. And I'm like, okay. I think there should have been much more of an emotional punch to his conclusion between, say, the female pet either getting revenge on Ray Stevenson for beating on her, or getting revenge for Ray Stevenson treating her like a dog, or like there's something more to this. I just like, you're doing I don't want to say it's a slow build up, but you're doing some kind of build up, and it's like, what was the whole point of this payoff? It's not a horrible movie. It's just kind of a meh movie. So I've said before, that's one of the harder type of films to review. Just you're not passionate about loving it, you're not passionate about hating it. It's just kind of there. It'd be an interesting double feature with The Shape of Water, which I do think that's a better movie than this. Because I liked The Shape of Water. I didn't love it, but I liked it. This one, it's not the same story at all, but it made me, for some reason, think of Enemy Mine. And maybe go, man, I'd rather rewatch Enemy Mine with Dennis Quaid. I don't know why I thought of that movie. It's not the same plot, but it's trying to do in the themes of humanity's wanting to colonize and wanting to destroy, conquer, kill, and Ray Stevens' character being so adamant about it. This other guy, though, he goes along with it to survive, but it realizes, hey, this is not how anything changes. This is not how anything gets fixed. Let's do it a different way. And Ray Stevenson just can't handle it. And then I guess him giving himself out is his apology to them, or I guess him realizing what I've been doing is fucked up. What I've been doing is wrong. But I just think it just seems like it could have been handled a lot better. Whether some more rewrites of the script or something to that effect. I mean, the movie doesn't look too bad with the cinematography, with where they shot it, showcasing the lighthouse and the waves and the ocean. You know, it's not a bad looking movie. Like I said, the makeup effects on the creatures, not bad. And the design, I wish it was a bit more intricate or a bit more unique. And then it's the thing is that I don't think the look of the creatures are as unique as it could have been, at least for my taste. I mean, the acting, the two leads, the lead guy, Ray Stevenson, it was fine. This is a movie I'd be curious someone like Michael Keane or someone else what their thoughts of it would be. Yeah, overall, I would never see the film again. It's one of those where you watch, it was alright. It was alright. Really nothing more I can say about it. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.